I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it ain't cutting.
That's not cutting very good, is it? Let's go file it out.
Get comfortable. Don't forget your freaking seeing eyeglasses. See it? There it is. There's the burr. You can see it flaking off.
Very nice. Good morning, friends. How are you? Taking me. Seeing eyeglasses up. See that up there, friends? So, spring is one of our favorite times of year here. This is our scenario back here every morning. We come out and the sun, we have dark, east, and then the sun comes up and bang, all day long until she hits them back stems there, right? It's quite nice, really. Friends, this video, you've all followed along my little trees, and there's lots of people on this channel that love the tree pruning and the landscape aspect of my life and the gardening and that. And there's my beautiful wife doing her regular stuff she does every morning. We're just living and loving it. And we do like the spring is one of our best times of year. Everything's just lightens up, including us, I believe. And I feel as though I've been lit up. I'm healing. I'm getting stronger. And this year, friends, it's nuts. I'll just tell you right now, it's nuts. We've got trips planned. We've got so much on the go. And that's why my health and physicality is so important to me. And should be to everyone. Today, I share this maple pruning job.
This is why you do not strip inner foliage.
That out front, you know the one, friends, I like my lower limbs. You all know I like my lower limbs that come down, and I'm very particular when it comes to pruning trees. You guys see me cutting and undercuts and back cuts and tree smashing down, but maybe the newcomers here, and welcome to you if you're new. I'm glad you're here. Truly, I am. I hope you go back in the videos and see where this whole thing started. It's been 8 years now. So today's just a little kind of a pruning session on this little maple and my vision for trees in the landscape. Obviously, we know that when you plant a tree, that is the most important aspect of pruning a tree is planting the tree in the right spot. It happens so much, and I see it with the landscapers when they fire up their, and that's no disrespect, it's whoever plants the tree is responsible, really, if you think about it, because when you plant a tree that is going to overgrow its space, well, you've planted the wrong tree in the wrong spot. It's that simple, and it happens a lot, especially in the beginning of landscape and new construction. And what happens is things get turned into balls with gas-powered hedge trimmers, and it's so sad. That's why I get very testy when it's time to, do my little pruning. So I'll show you my thought process on this if you're into this, and enjoy. I always make everything I do fun anyways, friends. So even if you're not a tree pruner, I'm going to make it fun. Let's go check it out.
So, friends, because this tree gets you, it's not the optimal time for pruning right now, but lower limbs in the shade are not going to hurt. The tree will spit a little bit. That'll be about it. Wendy just talked to me, and I agree with her. I just see so many trees that are stripped up, and I have a really, lower limbs are so important to me, and I don't know what it is, but I like lower limbs. Like even this, it's just privacy. But it is functional, friends. It's a functional thing. So you guys have followed the journey on this tree with me, and I'm not going to stop now. But friends, what's really important right now, and I see this happen steady with landscapers, and it's no disrespect to landscapers, but if you're not a tree person, you don't look for the easy way. You look for, well, I mean the easiest way you look for, you don't think about the tree. You think, you see it, it's in your way, so you just follow it back to the source and you cut it. And friends, I've got to be honest with you. It's not a good thought process, especially with a beautiful, beautiful specimen like this. You see that one that's on the ground? Like I like that. I do. I like it. But it will look interesting to be able to look up. So we're thinking here and there. She's giving this a beautiful, hey honey, you know you got a little heart down there, eh?
What?
This little tin heart?
Do I?
Yeah, look. I want to show you what we got here. Look at this. Look at that thing. That was just under the old sprucey woosey.
That's been there for a long time. I actually don't remember it.
Well, it's beautiful, hon. Now, friends, you can see what I got under my feet, right? You can walk on this stuff, okay? You can. You can walk on this. It's ground cover. I mean, I've been walking. See, I just stomp on this right here. I don't really care. This is what these are about. Here, honey.
I wonder if it was silver at one time.
So now that this tree has kind of done its growth thing, I could do pruning at any time on this. But here's what I like about this, friends. Here's what I like. I'm going to turn you around, and you're going to come around here with me and look down. Look at how beautiful this all is right here. Okay? I just like it. Can I prune it? Yes, I can. Will I? Of course I will. But I'm going to be selective in how I do that. Very selective. Now, we're going back here. Right in here. Okay? This is the view you're getting. Now, you've got a couple options you can do here on this. Now, don't forget, friends, don't forget your old school, living old school, baby. Okay, now, this is very important. Stop, honey. Okay, where does this come from? I'm going to show this pruning. So what somebody would do, friends, and I've seen it, and I hate it. I hate watching it happen, because it doesn't have to happen. You go like this. You look, there's two limbs here, but it manifests off of one. Here's the thing, and this is why I gotta tell folks this. This is why you do not strip inner foliage. Don't strip your inner foliage and leave your inside scaffolding branches all stripped and then have all your foliage out, because you may need to do what I'm doing right now, which is tipping back, lifting the apron or skirt or whatever you want to call it. But this is one limb. This whole thing is one limb, friends, okay? I've already nipped it once right here. It was a piece of dead wood. You can see it there. Okay, I'm going to bring you in because I want to, you may not know this. I'm bringing you in, friends. We're going in, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to bring the camera right in there. Where's my wife? Okay, there she is. So that is the limb right there. That's basically on the ground. Okay? So okay, I think that's the limb. It is. You can actually see it. Look at, friends. See? So here's what I'm going to do. It looks like it was a piece of dead wood that kind of worked itself out. Right there. Snip. There we go. Look at, friends. This also goes way down there and over there. So it's important to look for unions. So all that was, friends, was a cleanup cut. That's all that was, friends, was just a little cleanup cut. You guys know what to do, but if I don't show this, then it won't be a good video in my mind. So here we go. We're going in. So here's the first limb. We're gonna look at this one because it's right in front of our faces. What is our options? Now, if you, in your infinite wisdom, in previous years or whatever, if you had gone in here and decided that you wanna strip this inner foliage, you wanna come in here and start stripping all this and doing this and that, well, guess what you've now done? You've pushed energy all the way out here, and then when it's in your way and it's time to snip it, you've got nothing to pick up the pieces on the way back on the leader, because you've robbed it of its foliage, which is its food, right? So, friends, I'm telling you, I'm very passionate about this little tree, and whenever somebody says, hey, you know, can we prune this, I get kind of goofy, don't I, hon?
A little tapped.
Yeah, I get, well, not chapped, just nervous. So let's look at this union. This limb comes from there. See, right there. The Y comes down, it goes to here. This is too low. Wendy doesn't want this down here now. You know, right or not?
She would take if it was up to her.
So we're gonna get rid of this. But where are we gonna cut it? So this is my thought process. Where is the safest cut? Well, this isn't gonna do anything. You can start small. And actually, friends, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you this right now. But if you're afraid, because friends, what these work on, you don't have your knee pad, do you, babe?
Yeah, I've got that thing. I'll get it for you.
Would you mind? Thanks, honey. My wife's gonna grab me a knee pad because, well, you know, friends. This here, I'll just bend that over there for now. Put that right there. See that, friends? Look at that. Oh, would you look at that? Just move the freaking greenery around. Hello. Let's get our knees safe. There we go, knee pad, loving it. Okay, now, where do we go? Well, let's think about this. Let's go to a proper pruning union, which is just here. Snip. What happens? Well, we came up a bit, didn't we? We did, we came up a bit, but not really enough. Not really enough. But if you were concerned about sun scalding or any of this stuff, what I'm telling you, go to your lowest point, which was this, snip it out. That's a proper prune right there. There's nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful. It's gonna carry on natural, but it's not high enough, friends. It's not what we want. We gotta go up higher. Now there's a spot up here which is gonna give us what we want. It just is, I can see it. It's gonna work. This is also low, but I'm gonna take this out. This is a major prune, this one, friends, because there's nothing left here. Look at this stick. See this? There's nothing on there back to sustain it if I prune it. It's coming out. Don't get hasty on your prunes. These are one cut prunes. A snip. Beautiful. Look at, there it is. You see what I mean by all this? This was out at the tips. There was nothing on the back until where it's sourced in. So now you think, well, what's happening here now? Can we salvage any? We need a little more height, so we go out to the very tips. Where does this guy start? See this low part here, friends? Where does this start from? Follow it back. Go to the source. There it is, right there. I'm taking it. Snap. Where does that put us? You see what I'm saying, friends? Look at now. Look at what we've created. This thing, it could go. This could go. It's such a small nip. There we go. My knees ain't what they used to be. Look at that. Honey, I need you to take a look at that. Or I can just finish the whole thing and you tell me what you like. Okay. So, there's our foliage, okay? We've created this, but guess what, friends? We've left the entire scaffolding limb. We will follow the journey of this pruning and see what happens in it, okay? This is glorious. It's beautiful. Comes off there. So what we've got off of this, so from what I just took, friends, it's one limb. It's one limb, about a 1/2 inch in diameter. The rest of it goes down to 1/4 inch, and it's out here. It's over here, it's all here. I'm not doing any more there, that's it. That one's done. That's all we're doing. We're gonna meet this. So friends, do you get me? Do you get my process here? Are you with me? Right? We do this again. Honey, yeah. Look through.
Oh yeah, see, that's
okay.
Cleaner.
Okay,
sure.
good. So friends, now again, should almost, it's time to move you guys, bringing you in. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. You see what happened there, right, friends? Look at that. Now we go there, okay? But I want you to see something before I get going. This is what we're dealing with. Look where that comes. That's it right there. See that big limb right dead center in the square of the screen? It comes down. Oh, look at foliage right there. Foliage there. Nice limb there. Nice main stem scaffolding fork right there. And look at all the foliage on it. There's a heap, and it's heavy, and it goes down. The major word there and the important word is heavy. That's why you tip and raise instead of just whacking. But the reason this is able to take this and sustain this so nicely, here's the last limb we pruned, friends. Look at the size of this one. This right here. This is the limb we just pruned over here. You see what I mean? So it needs foliage. It needs this to sustain itself. So here's what's leaving is this stuff, okay? So I'm gonna set you guys up so you can kind of see what is going on. And I think what I may do, friends, is just leave you guys here. Let's just go with that because you guys can see me. I'm going in. I get freaking crazy passionate about this stuff, friends. I'm not kidding you. But have a look around my yard. My trees aren't whacked. They're not all freaking sucker growth everywhere. You know what I mean? Friends, okay? Here's the deal. This one's on the ground. That's our first specimen. That's our first cut. He comes from over here, which is completely the top. Get this. It's the top leader, but yet is the lowest foliage. Let's go in here and have a look. I know what needs to happen here, so I'm not even going to play around. I'm just going like this. Let me look at this. There we go. Gun that guy. This is wispy as all get out. I'm looking for a good spot to prune, and I think this is it right here. I'm not positive, but I'm going to look. Under the leader, it is. It's leaving right here. Schmack. Done. Where does this come from? Oh, that is that. Okay, so that's that. So, I think I'm actually going to go right here. Honey, talk to me.
Looks great.
Right now is not a good time to go in and take, even though it's in the shade and it'll hardly ever get sun or peeling of bark from sun scald. It won't get it. On this side of the tree, you can see we're all dark. But friends, that's how I look at pruning. Prune out here. Prune here. Here. Not freaking up here. You understand? Same with this. Okay? So this is all proper. It's all at least a third, if not more. You good, babe? And I'm very excited about what just happened here. As long as we're high enough for you, hon. Good.
Well, that's a good idea.
It is fresh green, friends. Look at how beautiful it is. That gives a little shot of this here. Our chain. See, we can see under the tree. Wendy wanted that. There's a nice natural canopy, and we did no improper pruning to create sucker growth. And we will watch those wounds, friends. I could almost go a little bit here on this lower one, but Wendy tells me, see this here? Honey, these flowers die back shortly, don't they? Well, because friends, this could go now. This could literally go right there. See where this originates? It's in my hands. See, this lower limb, here, I'll get you guys back. Okay, so see this here? I'm gonna show you this in a better view. Put those there. Oh dear Lord, that's a postcard right there. See this? Okay, I've done a snip or two here, okay? But it's because I don't want to snip this, but you know what? Now that I look at this and I've already done that beautiful little work over there, I'm gonna bring this in. Here's where this goes, right here. There's no sense, there's no proper prune here in this tree. There's none. You can't, like, there's nothing. So you go to the source, friends, which is right there. There it is, just outside the collar, and away she goes. Now look what happened. Look at, see this? See, we've lifted that. There's another little hanger. It's looking a little yellow. I think I'm gonna go to the source on this one, which is, where is it? Just whack hastily, friends. There it is. We've lifted the crown, or pardon me, the apron, the skirt, whatever you wanna call it. We've just done a few little teeny snips in this tree. And I agree with Wendy. It is nice to get it up off because then you can see what's coming underneath it, friends. See? So this tree is very important to me, and I will not over prune this tree ever. If anything, I will under prune it till I start seeing reasons not to. Here's our biggest cut today, right there. There's my thumbnail. That's our biggest cut, right there. Right there. There's our biggest cut, right there, today. Okay? And so there's the lifting of the apron, skirt, whatever. Beautiful draping limbs. You can see the wound right there. Okay? I may address that again. I just don't want to get into peeling no bark. See? You see that? That'll heal up and create a little teeny nub there. You don't want to get too close. You got to be careful. I could clean that up a teeny bit, but again, it'll be fine, and you could risk peeling the bark and making more of a kind of a wound on it. So just remember that. The collar will come up over top of that and create a little nub, and it'll be part of the tree. But if you leave a stub like that, you're asking for problems. Do you understand what I'm saying? That one right there, that the ants are already on. That was our biggest wound today. I don't want to peel the bark. I just don't think it's, well, maybe a little bit. Ah, there we go. That's the guy. So just imagine how quickly this will heal now. See the little stub that was there? It's gone now. And that will heal in no time, and I'm still off the collar. You want to stay off the collar. I'm talking ever so slightly because I really like, yeah, see, I don't like getting too, you see, friends, what I mean? You got to keep them lower limbs. I'm not used to that like that. Guys got to be careful. We did teeny prunings, that's it, with drastic changes in my eyes. See?
Oh, that looks great.
It's better, isn't it, hun?
Yes.
From the top side, you can look right in there. So I will upload these videos. I may chop them up a bit and upload them. I am so passionate about this stuff, friends. This was in my heyday of Buck and Billy Ray's tree service. It was not just, people didn't call me because of whackety whack rigging trees out over top of their homes and speed lining them across freaking cul-de-sacs to a 1-ton 75 Ford. They got me because I could make artwork with their trees. I get nuts. I get nuts. Even to the point when I was at the Tim Hortons there one day, Hogan will tell you about it, and somebody walked up the little dogwood tree, the little pink dogwood. I went inside there and I said, do not ever let anybody touch these trees. I will prune them for free. And I meant it. And the management didn't listen. They went with someone one day and I came in there and I was like, oh my. And then there I was out there fixing it up and they're like, oh well, just let him do his thing. He's a weirdo. That's me. So I'm leaving this now. There's no reason to do, because this is permanent. It's like love. This is permanent. Fear is actually not real. So the fear will go away and melt from love. The tree is permanent. Honey, what are these beautiful little things? Do they flower? Lucifer something. Look at this. Honey, you're doing such a nice job in here. Look at her. This super looking good. Super looking good. We just pulled another one of those grasses out, friends. I think I showed you guys that. Oh, maybe I didn't. I hooked onto the pickup truck and I freaking yarded a big, huge grass thing out of here. See how this is, friends? Right? There's our little... Hey, babe.
Yeah.
When's the last time we fed this tree some water? All this stuff? Today? Or?
Yeah, I gave it water today.
Okay, awesome.
And I think yesterday too.
Awesome. That truck's getting BC plates tomorrow. Yes, indeed it is. Okay, that's it for Pruning 101. Buccanized.
It's a whistler in 2 days, you know.
Yeah, I know. I may nip. I may just go in and maybe just nippity nip. I'll see. I'll let you know in the next video if I do, but quite frankly, I don't think I'm going to, because this is a little bit of a shock to me back here, to be honest. It is. Everybody has different views and different ideas, but I'm telling you this right now, if you start stripping too much foliage off your inner limbs, it annihilates your options. It annihilates your options. And if you go the other way and push growth in, you will end up with a complete bush that sooner or later, you'll hit it with a freaking hedge pruner and it'll turn into a ball of garbage. I'm telling you this, warning you, you'll turn it into a ball of garbage. Like boulevard trees, you know, you see them, it's horrible. They just plant the right tree in the right spot, really is the essence of it, and away you go. I pruned my plum the other day too, by the way. I did. I pruned it. Plums like it in late spring, early summer, which is odd, but they do. So there we go. Beautiful. Work hard, be honest, and be kind, friends.